Today we're going to be exploring Riverdale in the Bronx, an often overlooked neighborhood that definitely deserves more spotlight. We're going to show you where to go, where to eat, and what to see with a local. Get ready. Andy, we're just 29 minutes from Grand Central Station. Absolutely gorgeous train ride, by the way, on Metro North. But this feels like a world away from the hustle of Manhattan.
It actually has its mixture of suburban and city feels.
How many stoplights away is Westchester from
We're
here?
at least 10 stoplights away from Westchester from here. Riverdale used to be very Irish at one point. Mary Ann's is a great place to check out.
Cute. Very cute. There are not a lot of stores like this in New York City. This is actually very tough to find. I think it so highlights the Irish history and Irish culture of New York.
Everything is made in Ireland. The leather, everything, yeah. The pottery.
So you can get a Guinness if you want after shopping at this beautiful store. Feel free. Who's living here right now?
It's become a majority of a big Jewish community. You have the kosher Dunkin' Donuts, which is a very interesting location. You have Carlos and Gabby's, which is also a Mexican.
A glot kosher Mexican spot.
Yes. And there's a pretty big Latino-sized population too. This is the weirdest thing in the world.
This looks like a Cold War era building. Like, what's going on here?
It seems as if there is actually a school. It seems as if the school is actually attached to some diplomatic kids who live in the area.
What do the local residents say about this place?
They think it's really strange. Some people are like thinking that they're getting spied on.
like the KGB hiding inside?
Yeah. Looking at a satellite that may go back to the motherland.
One of the most famous baseball players ever, yeah? Live right there.
Exactly. Gehrig, may you rest in peace.
Lou Gehrig, who died of ALS, lived here. Like, this was his last home. I think if you're a big Yankees fan and you want to pay it homage, you could certainly stop by, take a look.
So if you look further, if you're going further north, you're heading towards Westchester, and then if you're going further back, you're going towards back to Manhattan.
Riverdale is basically split by the highway here.
Yep, exactly.
Most people think of transportation in New York, they think of the subway, but living in Riverdale, you actually take the bus a lot more, right?
Definitely take the bus, or if you have a car, it's very commutable.
And I think we're both agreeing this is one of the best hidden gems in New York City.
So true, so true. Wave Hill is a botanical garden. It's a hidden botanical garden. That's what I want to consider it, because we're like kind of off the beaten path of Riverdale.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
So me and my wife sometimes will come here. There's like we throw down our hotspot and we start working. It's been there in the pandemic. It's been such an easy way to just find a place to sit back and relax and work.
So you literally sit right there. That's like
exactly.
That's your office right here.
Exactly. For the short term, this has become my office, and and on Thursdays, this place is free.
Right out there, Hudson River. Deep in the distance there, you can see the George Washington Bridge even.
You just walk around this place and it's like a maze of different things that you find out.
I totally feel Andy for coming to work here. I wouldn't come to work here, I'd come to meditate here. Just find a chair, kick up your feet. That's it.
What is it, Lazy Afternoon or something? The Kinks had a song. Lazy afternoon in the summertime. In the summertime.
This is like we walked into one of those hotels in the Catskills right now.
Exactly.
We're in the ballroom.
The lighting, the wood paneling is just amazing.
Lemonade with a view. You definitely don't see sidewalks like this very commonly in New York City, I'll tell you right now. We talked about this feeling suburban. I mean, I feel like I'm in an upscale area of New Jersey right now. I'll be happy with a balcony here. Here you get this, you get a humongous house here too. One of the people that consulted on the construction of Fieldston here within Riverdale was none other than Olmsted, who designed Central Park and Prospect Park.
Old mayor of New York lived in this area. A lot of other famous dignitaries have lived in this area, but it's just like a very tree-laden area, just very quiet, has its own mystique, has its own style. Have you ever complained about not having space to parallel park? Just move here and you can practice all over. You'll never have to complain again. I was always happy when I moved to where I lived because there was no alternate side, but like, you don't even need alternate side here. You just need to just drive around. You just need a lot of cars. You just need to fill this up. This is why a lot of families decide to move here. It's just like one of those quintessential, just relaxed neighborhoods. It's just quiet. It gives that vibe of Westchester / suburban feel.
To showcase some of the Jewish roots of Riverdale, a Jewish deli, I mean, it's perfect. I hope this is like the Cats, or even better, of the Bronx. It was opened in 1953. It just gives you those old school vibes, even the menu, and seeing like matzo ball soup. You can order all of the staples here that you would expect at a Jewish deli in New York City. Pastrami sandwich on a deli ride, a split. Anthony Bourdain sat right there. We almost picked the perfect booth. We were the one off.
Pickles, a staple. Sour, half sour, tomato, whatever you like, they'll pickle it.
To quote the great Anthony Bourdain, who sat right behind me, the pastrami sandwich on rye is that one food that New York unequivocally does better than anywhere else. So having the opportunity to dine here at Liebman's, just an honor for me. Let's take a big bite. Just lean enough, just moist enough. I'll put this up there with Cats. I think I put this above Cats. I would definitely put this in my top 5 in New York, easily, for pastrami on rye.
Growing up in the city myself, I wanted to live in a little bit more quieter in the area. Her living up in upstate New York, she wanted to see a little bit more of the city vibe.
Yeah. So for her, this is more city, and for you, this is more suburb.
Exactly.
It's the perfect medium for two people from different areas. Some say Lloyd's here is the best carrot cake in New York City.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, we're gonna try it. Oprah.
Oprah's. It was on O Magazine.
Oh, we have carrot.
Yeah, can we split one?
Yeah.
Yeah, can we get one?
Plain, right?
Plain, yeah. Perfect.
3 and 25.
For $3.50. It's a nice slice.
Yes, sir. All right, bon appetit.
Cheers.
Cheers. I don't even like carrot cake, and it's so moist. It doesn't overpower you with the flavor of carrot. Like, I think that's been a problem I've had with some carrot cakes. What do you think?
I think it's also that there's like barely any raisins in there. Like normally you have like the extra layers of raisins and nuts and other things that kind of disguise the carrot. So like I think this has the pure richness of the carrot itself. At Van Cortlandt Park, which is now the 3rd largest park in the city. It also has known for its cross-country running track. There's like a lot of people who do a lot of major cross-country running in this park.
And we got the tortoise and the hare we're going to show them.
Exactly. Who do you think's going to win?
Tortoise.
So instead he always wins the race.
I don't think the Bronx gets enough credit for how green it is. Not only does it have some of the largest parks in the city, like Van Cortlandt Park and Pelham Bay Park, but did you know that 25% of the Bronx is designated for green space? Like, I think the Bronx can just break so many stereotypes if people would just visit more often.
The biggest thing I tell to everyone who comes to New York, it's about the character and it's about the culture. Explore it. We have so much culture to give.
Now, this is the oldest house in the Bronx. It has a museum. George Washington himself actually stayed here and was both occupied by the American and the British Army at different times.
Van Cortlandt was from England, so when he came to the US, as long as this place is here, cricket must be played.
Van Cortlandt Park is one of the only places in New York City that has dedicated cricket fields. I've never seen cricket played live in my life, ever. For my viewers out there that play cricket, like how similar is it to baseball? Because I'm seeing some similarities a little bit here.
Quiet, peace, tranquility, a sailboat looking out in the distance. Riverdale, enjoy.
Sounds like an advertisement. How much they pay you to say that? I love where the train station puts you right next to the Hudson River. Feels like you're upstate somewhere, but you are very much still in New York City. Check out our other Bronx videos, link down below. Until next time, guys, thank you so much for watching.